Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech World 2 with Hitman82. This is my 4th episode. So last episode I showed you this big structure I built, and I was just starting the microblocking, so I'll show you that right now. Now yesterday I spent a whole bunch of time building a I finished the microblocking and then I built a reactor in these upper rooms. Wasn't really happy with it. I was using the, oh crap, what is it called? This stuff, gelled cryothium buckets. And basically what it does, it's used for cooling the reactor, but you can't use it like water or the ender buckets where you just put a single one all the way around the top part and it flows down. It actually, you need one bucket for every source, like every empty block inside the reactor. So it took like over 100 buckets anyway to fill the reactor. It was a 7x7 reactor. And it just didn't fit the room right, and it's not as effective because I spent a few hours today messing with big reactors in single player. Anyway, I was not happy with it, so I tore it all out, and I'll do something different. So for now, I'll just show you the microblocking I've done. So I used the post, then with the strips, then the little corner buttons here in the corner. Should really set up my, get rid of the push to talk, use voice command, and then I don't have to keep stopping talking when I'm moving. Okay, anyway, here's what the building looks like. So, I don't know, I'm not really, it looks pretty good, but I think I could do better, so my next one I'll do something different. It's just like a too bright, too much blue. You can see the floor tiles inside are black and white tiles. I can always repaint, so I'll think about it some more. I could use any suggestions. If you want to leave me a comment and say, hey, change it this color. You know, I'm not going to paint it all rainbowy or pink, so, you know, if you have a serious suggestion, then I'd welcome it. And the micro blocks, I'm finding when I'm a ways away and I come flying in, I lag something terrible. Just the game actually stops for like a second before it catches up and says, oh, you have micro blocks, let me load that for you. Alright, so we'll go in the hull. So I dressed up the stairs, put railings on, and put the supports for the railings. I tried to kind of make it as if, you know, it was a real structure and there'd be supports. I usually build that way. Floating islands don't really do it for me. I prefer supports and try and make it as realistic as I can. So in this case, you can see I kind of buffed up these edge pieces right here to show that it was kind of the railing where it attaches to the frame here. Now, I don't know if this is the safest railing, because when you're coming down from here, you could actually, oh, I'm going along, whoops, trip and fall and, oh, let's see if I can do it. Oh, never mind. Oh, there we go. See, you can step right over. So if you're ever visiting me, just be careful, I guess. I did the railing up here. Now to get between the levels, I went with the, I think it's open blocks, the elevator. Yes. Now watch my XP bar. See that? It uses XP to go between levels. Now you saw there wasn't any paint on the floors. That's because I repaired the floor after I sprayed in the put the reactor inside the spray new foam, and I'll paint it again when I get to it. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to use XP to go up and down. So I have a fix for that, which led me back to working on bees. I want to make the Edenic bees, which give you XP. So that way I can put an apiary. I'll set them up so they'll work in the dark and in the rain and in a cave, which means they can run in the house without having to see the sky. And the reason for that is I want to have an XPB downstairs in the house so that, you know, if I'm getting low on XP for whatever reason, I can stand next to that, get some XP to be able to go up and down the levels. I mean, I was almost level 38 and I started going up and down, and I was down to almost under 35. I killed some stuff earlier here in a mine, but anyway, bee stuff. I never used Gendustry before. I've only used, the heck mod was this? Extra bees. So this is new to me as of today. So I made a mutagen producer. So it uses redstone blocks and energy to make mutagen. The mutagen is used. I've got an advanced mutatron. You can actually use a basic one, but I like this one because it allows you to pick. You know, if I had, say, a 4-speed, a metal bee in here, and it gave me a common or cultivated or whatever, I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, it allows you to pick which one. The basic one would just be, it'll be one or the other, and you don't really get to choose. So I decided I had the resources, I'd go for the advanced one. So it uses power and mutagen. You put in a queen, or sorry, a princess, and a drone. Pick what species you want it to output to. Like it has to be a bred one, and then it comes out here, and you can do trees as well. So let me show you this right quick. See if I have anything here. This is all stuff I worked on today. I don't know. Let's see. Let's the frugal and tropical give us something. Nope. See, they won't produce anything, so I can't even put the drone in there. Well, perhaps I should have planned that ahead. But anyway, I guess I will. I'll try this. There's a meadow. All the bees in that chest, they're just kind of scrap bees that I'll put through the gene pool when I need the DNA. There. See, now I could pick leporine, whatever they give you, or common. So I could select one or the other, and it will output it there as a queen. So you don't get like a princess and a drone, you get a queen. And then you have to put the queen in an apiary or an alveary or a bee house, whatever you're going to use. And it will, you know, go through its normal life cycle and then produce a princess and one or more, depending on the species, drones that are all pure. So that's kind of handy. So yeah, I like this machine. It uses, each time you use it, it uses genetics labware as well, and it uses a diamond and some glass panes, I think. So I've been working my way up to the Edenic bees. I kind of sidetracked a bit. The demonic bees give you glowstone and I think it was phosphor, which you can use for lava. I can't remember for sure. So anyway, those are useful to me, and I may end up using that one in my house just for fun, I guess, with the trait that gives you the XP. See, you can put that trait on any bee. Once you get the trait that gives you the XP, you put it on any species you want. So I'll just figure out whichever one that I'm going to use a lot of. Maybe it'll be the radioactive ones that give you the uranium that I'm going to need for fuel anyway, and then I'll have a perpetual fueling machine. So I might just do that. I guess we will see what we see. So yeah, I did some microblocking, been working on bees, been working on big reactors. Oh, I'll show you that before I run off here because I'm just wrapping up. I don't have a lot to show you today. So this was all surrounded with water, and I had the fuel rods in an X pattern with 4 rods. So it was like an X with a hollow center. That was just water. I took out the water and I changed the rod pattern. Let me just go up top here and I'll show you. See, this is in a plus sign now. You know, I'm trying to point it to, you know, you can't see my hand. So you see this is in a plus sign. Before it was in an X. So those reactor casings there, they were actually where the control rods were. So I changed it to a plus, and you can see diamond blocks in there. I filled diamond blocks right to the bottom. Apparently that will help cool and I guess give you higher output. I don't know. I messed with it for quite a while and it did seem to help. So yeah, I changed the layout inside the reactor, and then I replaced the water with the liquid ender, the resonant ender buckets. And that takes 20 on a 7x7 reactor with 4 control rods and a diamond center. Yeah, so it went from 1210 RF at 790 degrees to it's still holding about the same temperature, but wow, look at that, right? 400 and some RF a tick more for the same amount of fuel. Well, I assume it's the same amount of fuel, but at least for the same size reactor, quite an output boost. Now, I don't know if you've used big reactors before. If you have not, I will show you something that I just learned today. When you click on the control rod, it actually shows you the waste and what that percentage is. Now, that percentage, I'm assuming, is percentage of the fuel. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So this is of the amount of fuel it's using, this is how much it's wasting. So, as you saw, that was 0.6, not very efficient. I've got some in single player. I was at 0.1 and 0.2. I must have built over 20 reactors today. So that's outputting significantly more, and that is good because I'm using still almost, well, before it was 750. It's fairly stable 750 RF a tick for the extractor, and that was, you know, when I only got 1200, it was a pretty big chunk. So now I'm using even less than half of what I can produce, which is a good thing because I've been running B machines all day. Alright, well, that'll wrap it up for today. My next project, I'm just going to keep going with the bees. I also just today have made the ones that give me copper and tin, and I want to get the Certus ones because I don't get any of those resources with my mining bore because it's, you know, under level 15. So that will kind of fill that gap, and I'm going to produce glowstone as well because I need that. So basically anything I can't pick up with the mining bore, I will produce with bees, and then I don't have to go mining. And that is it for today. So I'll see you next time. If you have any ideas or, hey, Hitman, how'd you do this? Drop a comment. I'll answer it. I always respond to comments. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.